Hello and good day, everybody. Welcome on back. So, it has been a long time since we got a patch. And I didn't go over all of it, but I scrolled down a lot and they did a lot of changes. And with every update, as they always say, back up your safe. Don't want to lose anything. We also got some warnings because they are changing the dual JUI. Back up your world just in case. Warning, Botania shaders and red string blocks will need to be picked up and placed again. Spreaders, that's the, okay. I only have 4 of those down? 2, I have 2 down for now. I still have a lot of Botania stuff I want to do. Ooh. I may have to do the update after I get done with the spider cave. I don't want to update away from home and have things drop. What is it? Botania spitters and red string blocks. I don't have any red string. And I only have 2 spitters now. It's only going to be spitters and the red string, which I only have 2. So I'm only, okay. I can update now. I ain't too big. Alright, general update. Party gameplay has been improved. It is no longer split between party members. Experience is no longer split between party members at first, but will start splitting if the party size is greater than 4. That's nice. Players are... Don't know what I was struggling with that. You also now get a bonus 25% to drop for each party member in the party. That's pretty nice for... That's, I'm assuming, mob drops. Get a bonus to drops. Yeah, it's from mob drops. That's still pretty nice. So good party change. New petal book has been added, which contains the information found in the quest. Okay, so it's just a quest found in the quests. Thank you for, okay. So it's another book. I honestly haven't used the quest book itself in a while. I just used the book in my inventory. Added 2 new ancient obelisks. That's always nice. Getting more variety in the ancient obelisk. The obelisk spawn amount rate has been increased. That's nice. Obelisk and a harvest in maps no longer give you items to be used instead of warp. You directly on use. That's nice. Lower base factory coin drop rate. Going to stack to 64. Radius for mobs has been reduced greatly. I don't think I've used this yet. Relic stats can now be viewed in relic inventory by holding shift. Or relics? Ice Temple map has been a bit passed through with adjustments being made to improve gameplay. Always has to have little improvements. It's Ice Temple map. I haven't done any of the maps yet. Okay, so that's why I wasn't ringing a bell. Map rewards has been improved. Nice. You can now view the mine and slash stats of any entity you're looking at by hitting the different key by that's another binding I'm gonna have to do. I definitely need to make sure I save my settings, especially my map settings. What is it? It's this one. I definitely need to make sure I save my map folder. Last time I didn't, which was fine. But now that I'm home, I want to keep my map. Oh shoot, where was I? By holding shift. No. Increase mob armor. Oh, it's this one. Increase mob base armor stat by 25%. So armor pen is definitely going to be more valuable now. You can no longer trigger experience gained through the MSH feature hub. Huh? Maybe misunderstanding. The experience penalty reduction from 10% to 5%. That's fine. Reduce Ender Dragon health and damage by 20%. A little disappointed I missed out on fighting the dragon when he was bigger. I think I might have a hard time fighting the Ender Dragon. Because I'm close to mid-range. I'm not a long range. I'm going to have to carry a bow to take out the little crystals. End crystals. Yeah, those. Ender Baby Dragon now has the same list stats as the Ender Dragon. They now also always spawn at common, and their damage has been decreased. I didn't even think about that. Ender Dragon spawning in as legendary. Imagine. Now they only spawn it as common. I wonder if it's a mini boss. Baby Ender Dragons. I wonder if you could tame one. Ender Worms, not to be misread by Baby Ender Dragon. Now do lightning and chaos instead of fire and chaos. Okay. One worm damage reduction by 40%. Still got a long ways to go. Reduce damage of Twilight Forest mobs. Okay. Haven't been there yet. Deeper Dusk mobs now spawn at minimum level 50 in the end, with spawns through gates. Oh, it's the end gate. Okay. Reduce the cost of gas gates. Gateway? Oh, gateway. I don't know why I was splitting these in my head. Like you're gating away. I was like, what? What do you mean? Bannings have been rebalanced. I just kept seeing replaced. Rebalanced kill objectives now appear more frequently. Nice. And will provide double the reward. I do like the kill rewards, but I don't like them in things that they have no business in being in. Like there should be, like the hunter one should be the kill order for all of them. All of the kill orders. But being an alchemist and just seeing go slay a creeper, it's like, okay. Okay, I'm not getting that one. You can no longer get stone as an objective for bounty bread. Bounty board. Bounty bread. Bounty bread. Edit quality line. And then do small ships. Turn away to travel the sea. So this is new. Small ships. Why is that? Why do small ships sound familiar? It sounds familiar, and I think I've played it before. Thinking about ships too much makes me want to play Valheim and get the craftable raft again. Oh, I love that mod for Valheim. You get to build your own ship. Ugh, so fun. So laggy though when it gets too big. 10 new boss fish have been added by Stardew Valley. You'll find information on these in the fishing quest chapter. So we got fish bosses now. Added new behavior food, beverages foods. Quest has been added in the side quest. Okay, so it's just added food quest. If you guys do the cooking again, if you need me to go through the the UI change again, definitely recommend changing the UI. If you need me to go over it again, I'm more than happy to. The following items have been rebalanced. Okay, I'm not going to go over these. If you want to check those out, you can. I haven't done much of the food stuff, so I don't know the original stats to begin with, so whatever. Added a furnace recipe that allows you to melt down netherite stuff for scrap. Oh, thank goodness. I think we have a few netherite stuff at home that we just found. Change the default options settings to be more new player friendly. Oh, okay. I'm definitely going to have to go through my key bindings again, which is fine. I just don't want to lose my map settings. Floating health bar UI has been improved. It also now can show magic shield. I thought it did before, but it was just very subtle. Maybe it's just a better improvement. Updated default shader. Shoulder. Suffering client configs to be a bit more usable. Item drops that are forced through entity loot drops are now shown in JUI. Oh, that's nice. Remove / disable soul saber. Haven't looked at that. So we got some currency updates. Oop. Some currency updates. Currency overhaul. 11 new currencies added. That's more space that I don't have. I can make room. 11 currencies added thanks to Alator. Orb of Rebirth. Orb of Western / Eastern. Orb of Color. Orb of Artisan. Upgraded rarity by 1. I wonder how far you can push this. Randomize. Back stats. Okay. Nice currency stuff. Gear / stat update. The master bag can now be slotted in courier slots. That's nice. Get it out of my inventory. And there is a key binding to access it. Oh, another key binding. Joyous. Gear rarity stat scaling has been changed, so there's no more overlaps. That's nice. Plate type now has a new suffix that grants physical resistance. Cloth types now have a new suffix that grants of damage taken recover as mana. So it's like this is like a built-in mana battery. Other type now have a new suffix that grants damage suppression. Increase the durability of common and uncommon rarities. That's nice. Big nice. Oh god, there's so much. Increase the durability. I already read that. The fix that gave attributes has been reduced in power. That's a little unfortunate. Strength affix that provides roll on any armor. Now only rolls on plate. Okay, so they're specifying it more. That's nice. That's big now. Wait, intelligence affix now only on chainmail. I wonder if that's gonna mess with hybrid armor at all. Oh no, right here. Chainmail. Okay. Reduce the critical strike damage and critical hit scaling from strength and dex. That's unfortunate. Reduce health regen scaling from strength. No, slightly. It's not that bad, I guess. Health and magic shield regeneration base stat reduced by 16%. Ouch. Probably gonna hurt my survivability a bit. I stun lock everything anyways, but even so, don't want to get one shot. Magic shield health, source has been reduced slightly. Ooh, the source itself has been reduced. Update direction for resource regeneration per second. More description. Critical hit base stat is now 5% instead of 6, so that's a nerf there. Critical damage now start set is 100 instead of 125. Kind of makes sense. Critical damage now caps at 400 instead of 500. Ouch. A lot of nerfs. Cooldown reduction now caps at 75%, but you no longer require 2 different sources to reach the cap. Okay. That's nice. Cooldown reduction no longer affects charge recovery rate. Healing received stat now applies to magic shields. Magic shield health. Okay. New stat, charge recovery rate. Ah, that's what they were referencing up here. That's why I was a little confused on what that was. Physical and elemental conversion stats have been standardized, so they're an easier number to work with. A lot of sources of the stats have been buffed. So everybody who's running physical to an element, I wonder how it's going to affect chaos. Because that's not technically an element in their books. Huh. Burn, Electrify, Freeze, chance for gems have been buffed. That's nice. Elemental and chaos. Yeah, see, right here. It just says physical to elemental conversion. I wonder if this is going to affect chaos at all. Was there a talent that had chaos to physical? Or physical to chaos? I know there's a perk in your skill tree. Class tree. Or the elemental and chaos pen support gems now grant 6 to 18% instead of. So that's a nerf. That sucks. Boost Affection. That gives a chance to proc Frost and Nova when hits. Has been reduced. Reduced from 25 to 75% to 5 and 15%. I haven't used these, so I have no idea if it was overpowered or not. Bow weapon damage has been increased to match two-handed weapons. I was wondering why bows seemed like they didn't have a two-handed because they require two hands to use. They're kind of the same as the one-handed crossbows. I wonder if crossbows got buffed then. I guess one way to find out. Somebody will have to tell me because I don't remember. Magic Find now increases your chance to find runes and unique items. Nice. Chaos has been greatly buffed. Okay, so Chaos got a big buff to it. The gem GUI has been reworked. I almost read that as revoked. I was like, why is it being removed? It's not. Jewels have been reworked completely. You can now view all the jewel affixes in the library. Nice. Instead of just some of them. Jewel affixes count has been tripled. Ooh. That's nice. With many more options now. So we got even more jewels to choose from. The jewel stats have also been rebalanced so that jewels are not as overwhelmingly strong compared to a normal normal nodes. They're still strong, just not as strong. Fair enough. There's corrupted jewels are now much better. Replace attack speed on the community. So we got some good more stuff to work with jewels. That's nice. Rebalance the crafted jewels. Didn't know you can craft them. I haven't done much in the crafting yet. Approximately 2 times as powerful as to previous 3 to 4 times. So crafted jewels got a little bit of a hit, it looks like. Codex no longer pull from corrupted jewel fixes, and now only pulls from chaos stats. Still not 100% on what can roll on a codex. So I just got to that point. Cryptocurrency has been revamped to be more player friendly. It's nice, always nice to make it easier for people. No more chance of rolling penalty stats. Can still corrupt or destroy, though. Less RNG, but okay. Big nice. Big nice. I'm not gonna go over the unique items. If you guys want to go over the items, you can. Lower crafting currency drop rate. Ooh, that's a little bit rough. Gear potency has been increased substantially, especially with lower rarities. Potential from common to mythic is now 75 to 200 instead of 10 to 100. Big changes is coming for crafting. That's for sure. Boat Frenzy on crit support gems. Vitality augments now grant more health and magic shield. Nice. I think I use Vitality. Do I? I don't know. I don't think so. Putting gems on runes. Putting gems or runes into gear now makes it unsalvageable. That's nice. Especially if you have auto salvage on, you accidentally drop your gear and it just salvages it, and you're like, oh. That sucks. I've done that once. Alright, so if you guys want to go over all of the uniques that have been changed, go right ahead. I'll put the link in the description below, of course. Talent tree update. Talent tree bottom portion has more energy nodes. Thank God. I remember trying to... I'm still struggling with energy a bit. I still run out of energy, so I will definitely need to probably grab some more energy regen. If I can get it. Heroic Game Changer Totem cooldown reduction reduced from 25 to 20. When cast. Now also grants Barrage. Okay. Hemorrhage. Now grants 30% magic shield healing instead of 50%. Oh. Harmony. I don't know why it's that hemorrhage. Charge instead of elemental weapon damage to elemental attack damage, as the former stat was not functional as intended, and attack damage better suited to internal. Okay. Maybe that's why I wasn't happy when I was going for the elemental stuff. When I was trying to lean more towards fire, I wasn't happy with it. Maybe it's better now. Skill update, whereas and self buffs are now infinite duration skills that are toggleable. And the self buffs. So I know what the auras are, and the self buffs. What are the self buffs? Are not infinite duration skills that are toggleable. I'm assuming the fighter, the stance, the stances for like the bulwark thing for paladin, and of course the auras, the fighter stance. There's no way sharpen is gonna be a toggleable, because that's a buff that has to be stacked. Same with the bard, because those aren't self buffs. I wonder if the armor buff that warriors have is also going to be a toggleable. That's a self buff. That's not a party buff. At least I don't think it's a party buff. So I don't think sharpen is going to be it, because all of my buffs are for self. Buffs that also apply to allies now last 10 minutes instead of 5. Thank goodness. Does that mean sharpen? Does that mean sharpen's going to last for 10 minutes? Oh, if it does, that's beautiful. That means bard stuff is going to last just as long. No. Maybe, because it wasn't lasting for 5 minutes to begin with. Huh. I guess we'll have to see which buffs actually got that. Putting now at 10 minutes instead of 12 seconds. There's one of them. Our buff song now has a max level 8. Bard got some good changes. Oh god, there's a lot. Oh god, there's a lot of change. Alright, let's look. That's a lot. Our buff song now has a maximum of 8. I already read that. Our passive that grants version of increased healing to skill damage. Effective has been halved. That's an ouch. And a passive that grants resource cost reduction has been reduced from 3 to 2. Ouch. Added a new level 15 Crusader skill. Looks like we have a Crusader thing to look at. Aura stat scaling per level increased by 100%. Oh, thank God. The lightning aura damage was awful. It did good for the physical, but it was awful. Player aura no longer gives percent of health recovery rate. Instead, it now functions like a healing skill that provides healing nearby allies. The amount scales off of weapon damage. Oh, that's beautiful. It now functions on summons. That's beautiful. Beautiful. There's so much to go through. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder if this is going to fix all aura effects for summons. If it does, that's pretty good for like a whatchamacallit, shaman and paladin setup. So you're the tank and all your summons are the damage. That could be pretty nice now. Player's auras now additionally grant increased healing received to nearby allies. Again, I don't know what this is going to affect summons. Now that it does say that it could also function on summons, I'm assuming it will. Holy Fire now grants some increased AoE chance levels. Chance levels? Oh, like its ability. Holy Shock now grants Lightning Pen each level. Oh god, that's like with the Ultra Pen that you get from the Ascendancy. I wonder if Pen can go in the negatives. Holy Shock now grant. I already read that. Holy Fire and Holy Shock now also have max level at 12 instead of 8. Oh. Aura's just got. Oh. No, that's the. No, is that? That's the auras. Salvage Aura now grants more elemental resistance and grants some chaos resistance as well. All around resistance. That's nice. Game 2 auras has been buffed. We're just getting the Paladin is just getting a bunch of good changes. Aura damage reduction now also scales with level. Huge. Holy Shock damage has been increased by 100%. And that's going to scale with your level as well. An even stronger lightning ability. Holy Shock damage has been increased by 100%. I already read that one. I thought it was like twice. I was like, wait a minute. Added a new level 15 brawler skill, Zen. This self buff. Oh, that's right. They also have a buff. So I wonder if this is just a new tag that they're introducing for the infinite buff duration for self buffs. So I wonder if this is going to be a new tag. It grants you increased health regen and a chance to recover your yours and nearby allies energy by small amounts on your basic attacks. Oh. That's nice. That is indeed nice. Because Brawler was insanely energy hungry. Brawler's passives that grants combo stacks has been reworked to give energy. That's nice. Brawler passive that gives energy at level 1 now gives energy regen instead. Beautiful. That's definitely going to help Brawler out a ton. Because again, Brawler was such a hungry energy class. It was ridiculous. Gates now has max level of 4. Fury now grants higher chance to generate stacks. Nice. Sweeping blow stun has been reduced from 2 seconds to 1 second. That's an ouch. Spirit Orb offensive damage has been increased, and the heal scaling is equal to the damage dealt, rather than half. That's a good survivability change. Protection and Undying Will now have a max level of 8. Increased damage scaling of Gong Song. Which one was that one? Why does that sound like a warrior ability? Increased weapon oh, it's because we entered the weapon side. Gong Strike is the HP scaling one. Right. Increased weapon toss is now active by projectile skill stats. Oh, it is the projectile attack now. Wait. No, that's the movement ability. That's right. So I could pick this one up now. It is a fire stat though. That is right. That is right. It is a fire. That's right. Ooh, axe throw. Axe throw's projectiles now move 50% faster. Oh, this is all warrior gets? Or is it just 3 changes? This one's nice. Because it was a projectile attack that now actually has the projectile tag on it, most likely. It probably fixed it. It is now being affected by projectile speed stats. So I don't know if it's going to be affected by damage stats as well. Chain lightning and chain lightning totem projectiles now move 33% faster. All totem skills now have a cooldown of 12 seconds instead of 10 seconds. Ouch. Multi-projectile now works on totems. Flame totem duration is now 8 seconds instead of 6 seconds. Nature bomb heal. Bomb. Heal over time now scales from 0.35 to a 0.5 weapon damage instead of 1 to ouch. Oh wait, that's better. What am I talking about? Yeah, it's way better. Arrow totem fire rate reduced from 0.5 to 0.75. A bit of a change there. Bit of a hit. Arrows totem charge generate time increased from 8 seconds to 10 seconds. Ouch. Oh, we're in the rogue section now. Scroll down. Sharpen, Smoke Bomb, and Mirror Image now have a max level of 8. No. No. If I'm not mistaken, Sharpen's max at 18. That's a huge hit. That's a huge hit to my damage. That cuts my damage in half for my basic attacks. That's an ouch. That's an ouch. Backflip now has a max level of 4. Sharpen now lasts 10 minutes instead of 12 seconds and has a max stack of 1 instead of 5. The stat bonus from the buff has been increased to ouch. That is a big hit to what I was doing. Dang. Well, that sucks. I know my weapon toss setup will still be fine. But even so, that stings. That stings. Dang. Added a new level 20 Warlock skill, Forbidden Ritual. Fire multiple projectiles that deal chaos damage. This damage scaling off of your health and magic shield. This new skill goes well for the paladin. I guess paladin is no, you wouldn't use the fire and stuff for the paladin. You would mainly just go for, I guess, lightning, or the auras. But you'd have a lot of HP, and this ability is setting off a barrage of projectiles. Pretty good. Scaling off of health too. Anywho, but on cast also deal chaos damage to self. Ooh. Add 5 stacked soul stacked fire 2 additional projectiles. Ah, that's unfortunate. Draconic Blood and Frost Blade. Now we're in our mage section. Now max at 8 levels. Acid Cloud now has a radius of 5 instead of 3. Buff there. Future Breath. Oh no, we're still in the Warlock. Future Breath now pierces enemies and also has a random spread to it. Beautiful. It has correctly tagged as well. I was struggling with that for some reason. Acid, Cloud, and Putrid Breath damage and poison stats has been buffed greatly. So poison ailments is going up this patch. Summons that provide less than 6 minutes now last 10 minutes. Oh, I want the skellies as well. Maybe. You can now see the number of summons you currently have active. That's nice. Added a new elemental skill. Oh, we're going to the elemental. I think I'm gonna skip the mage and stuff because I don't use that. Magma, frost. I think we're past all the classes that I use. So we're not tracking it on, we're just gonna carry on. And some good old fixes. Mob updates. Updated -/mobs. Always nice. Updated forge. Shaders. Doggy talents. Resource pack. Text as blocks. EMI fixes. Arrow clean. A bunch of UI stuff. Added brewing. Added farmer and remove. So they only removed one thing. And it was the trading, which again I'm solo, so I don't really get to play it. But it looks like that's it. It is a pretty big update. Next time we get on, we'll go through the skill tree in game and see how See how badly it affected my setup. That sharpen, that's gonna hurt. It was already hard enough to get basic damage up with attack speed and stuff like that, and this just made it so much worse. Maybe. We'll have to see. Alright, everybody, that is this video. We're not going to get any gameplay because we had a big patch to do that was 17 hours ago, so it was yesterday. No, not yesterday. What am I talking about? Anywho, that is going to be it, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you lasted this long and you enjoy what I do, feel free to hit that like and subscribe if I've earned it. If not, that is perfectly fine as well. Your time is most appreciated, and I thank you for spending it here. Alright, everybody, stay awesome and stay great. Don't forget to pack up your saves.